The Insurance Council has declared the New South Wales North Coast bushfires as a catastrophe. We spoke to Campbell Fuller from the council about what this means for residents.
Very hard to anticipate how many claims we will receive. In many cases where there's been total losses of a building, you might only receive 1 or 2 claims from that property. But to give you an idea of the scale of this bushfire, look, it certainly does seem to be unprecedented in terms of the number of fires and the ferocity of these fires. But the Blue Mountain fires in 2013, there were about 220 properties that were totally destroyed, and we're sitting a little bit below that number at the moment. Insurers will be talking to the RFS and emergency services, and we'll be collating a list of properties, and we'll be getting a much better idea of the level of non-insurance from that list. Typically, we'd be looking at possibly 1 in 20 properties that would be totally uninsured, but in remote areas like this, the level of non-insurance could be a little bit higher. The idea of this is, look, we do our best to reduce the financial and emotional stress that property owners are going through right now and help them through the next few months, which will be very difficult for many of them. So as part of this, all claims from this particular catastrophe are escalated and prioritised by the insurers. Insurers will be mobilising emergency response teams to move into these areas as mentioned. There's also a disaster hotline, 1800 734 621, and that's to help householders who want some general guidance about the claims process, or if they can't remember which insurer they're with, we can certainly help them there. And you'll understand, of course, in times of high stress, the name of a company isn't going to be necessarily high on your mind. So this is all part of the process that the insurers go through, and it is directed at helping those customers.